everybody, welcome back to Tired Old Queen at the Movies. We are going to be performing live at Gay Fest in New York City, May 24th, 25th, and 26th. Info will be down here. Tickets are available at theatermania.com, so come and check us out. Now let's go check out Steve.
Johnny, come on.
Tired Old Queen at the Movies.
Johnny, I wanted to recommend a Western, so I chose 1948's Red River, directed by Howard Hawks, starring John Wayne, Montgomery Clift, John Ireland, Joanne, and Walter Brennan. This is a movie that sort of is shot outdoors. It's about the last big cattle drives. It's kind of like Lonesome Dove was later on, many, many years later. And it was with an all-star cast, and Hawks wanted to do a John Ford sort of movie. He wanted to see if he could do it. So Charles Schnee wrote this story, and it's a father-son conflict sort of story. John Wayne is the tough guy, and he's got this son who's played by Monty Clift. Now, Monty Clift had done a movie called The Search for Fred Zinnemann, and he had proven that he was one of the most sensitive, wonderful actors, and he had this incredibly beautiful face. He was also gay. That wasn't so much of a problem. The women took to him in a big, big way, but he had a sensitivity that really was a great counterpoint to John Wayne's masculine image.
Hand me that iron, Teeler. You don't think I'd do it, do you?
No, I don't.
Now, also in this movie is John Ireland, who is this young guy who's working on the cattle drive with him, and he and Monty Clift have this scene that's so homoerotic where they trade guns back and forth. They show each other their pistols.
It's a good-looking gun you were about to use back there. Can I see it?
This one handles really well, and how does yours? And yours handles really well. And
Maybe you'd like to see mine. Nice, awful nice.
they have a little cigarette after. I mean, it's really, I don't know where this came from, but it's right in the middle of this movie, and it's hotter than July.
Now, there are only two things more beautiful than a good gun. A Swiss watch or a woman from anywhere. You ever had a good Swiss watch?
Walter Brennan, who had won 3 Academy Awards early in his career and was nominated for another one, took his teeth out for this one. He plays an old prospector type of guy who can't understand a word he says. You know, but
What are you mumbling about? Where are those store teeth Matt brought you?
In my pocket.
Well, why don't you use them?
'Cause they whistle. I use them for eating.
Can't understand you.
Everybody else can.
Well, what did you say?
Walter Brennan was terrific, and in every single thing that he ever did. Joanne plays the love interest of Monty Clift, but for some reason you really get a feeling that he couldn't care less.
Why don't you stop talking?
And she was a Hawks type of woman. He modeled most of his women after his then wife, Slim Hawks, who had discovered Lauren Bacall, and she was modeled after him, and Joanne Drew was too. There's a scene when she gets an arrow in her, and she's tough. And Monty Clift pulls this arrow out of her shoulder and sucks out the poison, and it's such a hot scene. The final confrontation with John Wayne and Monty Clift is this showdown, where instead of drawing guns, they fight. And Monty Clift finally comes back and wails John Wayne, and they beat the heck out of each other. And Monty almost wins, until finally the girl steps in and says, "All right, I've had enough."
Stop it. Stop it. Stop making a holy... Stop it, I said!
This is a story of the Old West, but it's also a story of acting and where things were going. John Wayne representing the old style of Hollywood acting, and Montgomery Clift, the new up-and-coming order, which was very soon to change when Marlon Brando came on the scene. Howard Hawks' direction is taut, it's fast, it's got lots of action. It's just a great ride. I highly recommend Red River. Whoa!
Let's all go to the...
All right, we're ready.
5, 4, 3.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn.